Our house was just, it was dark. It's kind of hard to explain, but everything, that it was just constant bickering. And the sad part about it was I knew what I was doing. I just didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know where to go to get help. I just didn't know what to do. And I thought, and I couldn't imagine my life without alcohol. Every addict and alcoholic becomes the world's largest manipulator and liar and everything else to hide what you're doing. Linda and I's relationship obviously just started to plummet. It just got worse and worse and worse. Little did I know it, Linda had basically turned her heart back over to God a year and a half prior to me hitting bottom. I mean, she had grown up being a believer, but she had kind of drifted away and separated from the church and so forth, and most of it due to me, obviously.
I just continued to pray, and I remember taking a drive one night and just crying out to God and like, okay, I'm done. It's yours now. It's yours. I just remember getting in a fight, and I remember going into the bathroom, and he followed me, and he had never, ever hurt me, and he still didn't, but he trapped me, and I really felt like that was a huge turning point.
As I left that night about 9 o'clock at night, stayed in a hotel, woke up at like 2 in the morning. When I got home, the house was empty. They weren't there.
When you don't listen to God telling you to leave, which I did for so many years, I just stayed there and tried to do it myself. And I don't know why that weekend that I just heard him louder than any other time. But I did, and I left. And I did learn that once I got out of the way, he came in and did all the work that I was trying to do.
I went back out to my truck. It's about 7:45 in the morning, and that was it. I mean, I cried out to God. I didn't honestly, I really don't think I knew. I wasn't real sure what I was asking for. But right away I knew what was going on, and I knew where it was all headed. I mean, it was the weirdest feeling in my life. To this day, there's just not the words to explain. I mean, I had this huge sense of just everything being lifted off my shoulders. Like it was gonna be okay. And I called my brother-in-law. I was driving. I said, dude, I need to learn about God like today. Not tomorrow, today.
He was learning to become the spiritual leader of our family.
And out of the blue, I called this guy. He said, Mark, I have this friend that's on the board of directors of a place called the National Institute of Marriage.
You know, one of the first questions they ask is if God is willing to do a miracle in your marriage, are you open to that? Well, you know, we've already seen this one miracle, of course. You know, we know how he works. We just found out at NIM that we got to learn about each other, the buttons that we push, and how to make that so we care about each other and we're not pushing those buttons.
Every couple's going to have their disagreements, but they don't spiral on us. We know how to deal with the issues, so when things come up, we know how to work through them effectively. It's all gone, Bass. I mean, I don't have any heartburn with telling people, hey, you know, Linda's my best friend. I mean, We are content doing whatever we're doing.
Learning what they taught us at NIM was huge for a marriage. I mean, I just wish everybody could go through that. Marriages would be so much stronger than just throwing in the towel. That's not the way to go. If you love this person, you loved them once, you can love them again the same, only better, if you do it God's way.